Hello, I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
I feel happy from UK, you know.
See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Talawa TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Talawa TV with the host and best Davis. Take it away.
My Talawers, good evening, good morning. All depends on where you're based in the world. Let me know how you guys are getting on this Wednesday. It's almost it's not Wednesday, Thursday, I should say. Wow, I'm well behind. I'm one step closer to the weekend, guys. 30 minutes away from 12 a.m. here in London. So yes, one step closer to the weekend. Let me know, as you can tell, it's been a long week. Let me know how you guys are getting on down there in the comment section. As always, let me know what's on your dinner menu. The headline reads for itself on this one, doesn't it? If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says JFF exploited Bunny Shaw before Colorado camp. More negativity, basically. And I'm here to present it to you in a true fashion, just to give you guys some elements of transparency and clarity. Again, following on from the whole ordeal that took place some days ago. So this is basically the knock-on effect, us trying to make sense of the situation. I did try to see if I can put two and two together for you guys over the last couple of live streams. Like I said, it's uncharacteristic of Bunny Shaw there, our captain, our prized asset, just like the rest of her teammates. Very uncharacteristic of our captain there, silent captain. Let me add some emphasis to that. Silent captain. Very silent individual to speak publicly as it relates to internal issues there. So something straight away didn't add up to me. I was thinking, at the time I was like, surely it just might just be a case of pure frustration. Everyone has a breaking point at the end of the day. And for me, looking at how Bunny delivered her bit of transparency in support of herself and her teammates, sometimes because she's the captain, she has to bear the brunt. She has to put her head on the line and speak publicly, clearly, as it relates to transparency. And I think that's what we saw some days ago. So I'm gonna do some little bit of backtracking again, just to keep us all on the same page. I know some of you are probably not familiar with the story of the ordeal. Let's call it the ordeal. Let's not call it exactly what it is. The nightmare that unfolded and became apparent to us clearly. Like I said, the headline reads for itself. So that nonsense that came to light some days ago, nonsense as such, has happened in the past, clearly, as it says on the headline there. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a back. Mr. Scott, where have you been? I missed you over the last couple of live streams. You've been silent, haven't you? Good to see you there in the comment section. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, you are doing me an absolute disservice. So please do go ahead, move your thumbs, get active. Don't be incompetent. Do go ahead and hit that like button. 35 of you, 37 of you watching, only 12 of you have hit the like button. That's some shameful stuff, guys. Please do go ahead and hit that like button there for me. The more of you who hit the like button, you're helping to bring more awareness to this particular video, and in the long term, the platform itself. So yeah, like I said, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Right, so I'm gonna try and bring us all up to speed before I add a bit of clarity to what was delivered to me today, again by my source. They're quite active. That's one thing I do appreciate about them. Active, transparent, trustworthy. So when they place information in my lap, I 100% believe them, because they have no reason to try and misinform me or misguide me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the screenshot there from Bunny's Instagram. Again, this might sound a little bit repetitive to those of you who have been keeping your eyes on the platform over the last couple of days, but I'm just doing this so that we're all on the same page to avoid any confusion. So this is how it all started some days ago. I can't remember exactly. This is probably maybe what, Tuesday? Was it Tuesday? Let me go and see if I can get a accurate time for you guys. I think this one came out on Tuesday. What day? Yeah, Tuesday, around Tuesday evening, my time here in the UK. This one caught me by a bit of a surprise. I shouldn't really be surprised when we're dealing with incompetent leaders, but this one reads for itself. This is how it all started, with us finding out that the Jamaica Football Federation have let down their girls, their senior team, their prized assets once more. And this one pretty much read for itself. You don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. It says, less than 24 hours after finishing a successful tournament and qualifying for back-to-back World Cup, only to arrive at the airport to be stuck with 24 pieces. You heard that right, people. 24 pieces of bags and no funds to pay for them. JFF, how are we getting home? So when I read that bit of information there that was presented to me earlier on by my trusted source there, this will all make sense to you where it says, JFF, how are we getting home? We don't have the funds to pay for them, etc., etc. It will make more sense to you guys if it don't already make sense to you. So that was how it all started off, right, guys, from that Instagram post there. Then I was presented, I believe it was the day after I was presented with some key information there by my trusted source once more. And at that time, they basically said to me, I'm going to try and remove this image. It's a little bit confusing. There we go. They said to me that there's a few information there that you guys, because you guys are the 12th man and you deserve transparency, there's a few information there that they wanted you guys to know about, and I will read what they sent to me. They said that the team waited, and when I say the team, I'm obviously referring to the girls who were at the airport and also technical staff that was there as well. They waited for almost 2 hours. So again, tying into that screenshot there, that message, Instagram message there from our captain, Bunny Shaw. This was in response to that, in support of that, I should say. They waited for almost 2 hours trying to figure out how they were going to leave Houston, Texas. Don't know if you guys have ever been to an airport before, but I just like to go from A to B nice and easy, especially when you're tired. The last thing you want to do is to be waiting around at a airport. Let's remind ourselves that the day before, the girls played the third place match against, sorry guys, Costa Rica, and that one went into extra time. So there's no two ways about it. They would have been absolutely knackered. By the time it came for them to board their respective flights, they no doubt would have been knackered. So a couple more information there that was presented to myself, latching on to what I've just said in regards to the team they're waiting for almost 2 hours. They then followed up with the information by saying that the team were exhausted, and that's hardly rocket science. They would be exhausted, but it was nice to hear from the horse's mouth there. Again, reliable source confirming that the team were exhausted. Let's remind ourselves that they played an all-important third place playoff in the CONCACAF Women's Championship, and they successfully managed to put cherry on top by securing the bronze medal, adding to already securing back-to-back World Cup appearance, where they'll now be competing in Australia and New Zealand. They followed up with their information. They said the girls were made to pay for their own stuff and left all the equipment. So the equipment that you guys saw on screen moments ago. Let's see if we can bring that back up for you. So there you go. All the equipment there. After the girls finished playing for their own stuff, all the equipment, all the remaining equipment there. So you can assume the heavy duty equipment. So these look like little crates that you guys are looking at. The ones that are gray, that is, look like gray steel. That's probably where you would keep stuff like, I don't know, jerseys, bibs, maybe balls. I don't know what's inside of them, but these are definitely not for the players. And they also finished that one off by saying, had they not did what they done in terms of being proactive and just basically getting out of Houston, Texas, because they just want to go home to their loved ones, they believe that had they not made that proactive decision there, that they would still be in Texas. And this was at the time that news came through to me. So this would have been yesterday. Then came the drafted apology there, and I like to call it a drafted apology, unless I'm proven wrong. I do believe that that apology there, I'm going to read you that apology from the Jamaica Football Federation. They released a statement yesterday. It just kind of seemed like we've heard it all before, doesn't it? I'm going to I'm going to read it to you guys. And I call it a drafted apology because it just kind of seems like that's something that you just store in your locker. That's something that you just store in your drafted emails and you roll it out if and when. Um, so that's why I call it the drafted apology. See what you guys are saying there in the comment section. Then I'm gonna before I conclude on this live stream, I'm gonna give you the latest bit of information, right? Because the headline reads for itself with this one. So let's turn on the shared screen and let's go back. Let's go up to the tab there. And this was the statement there from the Jamaica Football Federation. This one, you would have seen it if you are active on social media. So if you're active on, I believe they put it on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Twitter. And possibly they might utilize it on Facebook, though I don't use Facebook, but I trust if they're putting it on Instagram and Twitter, then it would make sense to sit on their Facebook page as well. And it reads as follows: the Jamaica Football Federation wishes to use this medium to apologize unreservedly to members of national senior women's national team and technical staff who faced embarrassing challenges in respect of moving of luggage on July 19th as they traveled home. And continues by saying, quite frankly, after their heroic achievement of qualifying for consecutive FIFA Women World Cup tournaments, that experience should not have happened. We recognize that there have been recurring problems with travel arrangements of our national team's movement and commitment to doing all within our power and control to correct these incidences. I don't know if it's incidents or habits. I think it should be stated as habits. And they concluded this one by saying, once again, our deepest regrets, including football supporters who express concerns. As we now plan the next stage of the journey with the Reggae Girlz, we seek your support for all our national teams. So I pretty much brought you guys up to speed very quickly. Then I'm gonna dive into another bit of information that came through today. Another one that didn't sit well with me, and because it don't sit well with me, I obviously have to let you guys in on it. I did promise you guys some weeks ago that whenever I get relevant information, trusted information from my reliable sources there, I will always share it with you guys just so we're all on the same page, because transparency and Jamaican football seems like there's some sort of allergic reaction there that it just doesn't go well together. So I'm gonna try and give you guys as much transparency as I can. Um, and so, yeah, all you guys need to do is just sit, listen, and we can just have a conversation afterwards. So I'm going to look for that email there that came through to me earlier on. Here it is. And this is why the headline says what it says. If you don't want to read it, I'll go ahead and read it for you. The headline says JFF exploited Bunishaw before Colorado camp. You're probably wondering, what on earth does that mean? I think I'm going to take a breather here. 33 of you have hit the like button. Only 64 of you watching. You guys are behaving like away supporters. You're not behaving like home supporters tonight. I'm gonna need you to let that like button reflect the viewers who are currently watching this live stream. I'm taking time out of my day to give you guys some transparency and clarity. The least you guys can do is go ahead and hit that like button, because it's not costing you a penny. So please don't be a penny pincher. Go ahead and hit that like button. If it just happened to cost you, send me an invoice and I will repay you. I will repay you. I'm not going to just take your money and or your service and not repay you. So before I go any further, let's see if you guys can put a bit of respect on this live stream and just bring up the likes so that it matches the number of you that are watching. 65 of you watching, only 40 of you. I need the Haitians. Where are the Haitians? Because when the Haitians enter the chat, they just hit the like button. It's always your own that do you a disservice. That's one thing I've noticed. I'm gonna keep my eye on the comment section for the time being. Let me go and have some respect, have some manners to those of you in the comment section. I'm gonna give you that all important bit of information, the latest bit of information. I'm gonna explain to you why I have chosen this headline. But before I get into it, I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and keep hitting that like button until it matches the number of you who are currently watching the live stream. In the meantime, let me go and see what the guys in the comment section are saying. Yeah, I understand. I know it has to be something to do with work because you're usually always here. And lately I've been doing earlier live streams, to be honest with you. Good day, Mr. Reed. How are you? You're probably on the graveyard shift again, right? Hope you're well. Mr. Tennessee Lewis, how you? How's things in your neck of the woods? That's more than cherry on top. That's a big juicy mango on top. It really is. It really, really is. When their backs against the wall, the Reggae Girls always show up and show out. Like I say so many times before, I've said it. They don't disappoint. Mr. Roderick Sharp, that's a lovely name. Good evening to yourself. How are you? They turn off comment section under the apology. Why? You should be able to take criticism. Why would you think anyone would criticize you if you're not doing wrong? That's one thing that we should probably think of. Good day, Keisha. How are you? My I'm gonna explain to you what our skipper, our silent, and I'm going to say it because she's never going to say it. She's never going to speak externally about the nonsense that she has to go through. So I'll say it. I'm not speaking on behalf of the player, but like I said, when certain trusted information falls into my lap, I trust it enough to deliver it to you guys. And also, I think it's going to provide further clarity to what some of you perhaps don't know about our captain, Bunny Shaw. Like I've said on a couple of live streams, she comes across as someone who has a giving nature, and that's just based off brief interactions with her. She seemed quite kind-hearted. So when I was presented with this bit of information earlier on, it made perfect sense. I was like, yes, I don't have to second guess it. One, it's coming from a trusted source, and two, it fits what I thought I already knew of Bunny Shaw. So 79 of you watching, only 51 of you have hit that like button. We're not really going to be getting very far tonight, are we, guys? That's fine though. I've got all the time in the world. So, like I said, I'm just gonna take this one nice and easy. 84 of you watching. I'm pretty sure you guys can go ahead and hit that like button. Try to make the likes reflective of the number of you who are watching the live stream. And until you guys do me that bit of favor, I'm just going to sit tight and hang on to the latest update there. Like I said, I got all the time in the world, so I can afford to sit and wait. Sorry to those of you who have already hit the like button. We just have a few incompetent people watching the live stream who don't want to hit the like button for whatever the reason is. But let me just see what you guys are saying in the comment section. That's the smartest thing they did. Turn off the I don't know why they, actually I do know why. They don't know why I'm saying that. Good day, Mr. Ruddy. How are you? I'm okay. The whole situation is embarrassing, and these young ladies deserve to be treated with utmost respect. I couldn't have said it any better myself. They are our prize assets. So yeah, you're right. They definitely deserve to be treated with the most utmost respect. Sounds like JFF made a cover up for the cheap excuse of being a the Reggae Girls make us proud and now bring in cash to the program. They need to be rewarded for their hard work and dedication. I like that. I like that. They should be given to them rather than taken from them. I think that's what Tuffy is saying there, but I can't speak for him. But I can read between the lines. Yes, I know what I want to know. I'm sure so many people in the comment section want to know what they did to our precious captain, our silent captain, who is not going to utter a bad word about the Jamaica Football Federation because it's not in her nature. That's just not the type of person she is. So give you guys a little bit of a background on some stuff that I've picked up on with regards to Khadija Bunny Shaw, again based off my interaction with her. So this is my little background character check on what I picked up on with Khadija Bunny Shaw. Managed to watch her twice last season, the League Cup final against Chelsea and the FA Cup final against Chelsea. So twice she had to square off against Drew Spence then club, because Drew's now moved on to Tottenham. And one thing I picked up on with Bonnie when I was at the League Cup final, again, it was just it was a reminder that we're dealing with an absolute superstar here. Because I remember at the end of the final whistle, you had these little white English kids basically just screaming to get her attention. No connection there, no obvious Jamaican connection there, but because of the caliber of player that she is, these little white English kids were screaming their heads off to get Bunny's attention. And of course, at the end of the game, she went over and celebrated with them and took some time out of her day to talk with them. Then it came up to the FA Cup final, which was held at Wembley some months back, and this was quite potent. I thought it was a potent analysis of who she is as a person. Running late, we're in the mix zone. People waiting to talk to her. I'm waiting to do my interview with her. She's literally one of the last players that exits the changing room. There could be a number of reasons for that. Probably had to do interviews somewhere else, probably had to see her loved ones. A couple of them probably came to the games. So Bunny and a couple of her other teammates were one of the last ones exiting Wembley. And at that time, her teammates are in a rush because they're going off to do, I think it was like their end of year awards dinner, right? So there was some celebration there. And I called her over and it's just like, you guys heard the interview. It's like, I want to do an interview with her. And I could remember her, she picked up the phone and judging by the conversation, I don't know what the other person on the phone was telling her, but based off her reaction, they're basically telling her to hurry, come over, because obviously they want to celebrate with her. And I remember her saying that, I can't come, I'm doing an interview. And I just thought that's those are the type of information that you guys need to know about when it comes to the character of some of our players, because for someone of Khadija Bunny Shaw's caliber in terms of superstar status, those type of players don't usually have time for black media. We all know that. Superstar players like that, especially footballers, professional footballers, they couldn't care less about black media. But here we have someone who is looked upon in our community and outside our community as well. Like I said, little white kids screaming their heads off because they want to talk to Bunny Shaw at the end of the League Cup final. And again, on that occasion, one of her teammates walked past and said, Bunny, hurry up. Bunny's like, no, I need to do this interview. And even when I was doing the interview, I was like, look, I'm not going to keep you for too long because I know you want to go and celebrate. And she said, nah, take your time. And I thought, okay, that tells me a lot about who you are as a human being. Take away the whole football element. Who you are as a human being is quite pure, is quite sincere. So bear in mind, guys, like I said, she's already running behind. I held her up. She's double running behind. And this where it just kind of made me feel like extremely proud that she is a Jamaican international and she represents us in every sense of the word. Exiting Wembley now. We've gone through the car park. I'm going left, Bunny's going right, and there's two Jamaicans, and I can tell because obviously I hear them speaking, and I see they took a glance at her like they're saying, is that who I think it is? And then they called out to her again, guys, she's already running late. Her teammates are at their hotel, they're celebrating, they're probably drinking and dancing, and these two Jamaican men stopped her and said, are you XYZ? And she said, yeah. And they obviously, because of that, they're excited, they're looking at a superstar, they're looking at their compatriot, and she stopped. Mind you, again, she's already running late. I held her up, and now she's stopping for two of her compatriots. So what that tells me is doesn't matter, irrespective of her superstar status, she's a player that is very well grounded. She's someone who recognizes where she's coming from, and she has time for her people. Her people being us, people that belongs to her community. Stopping to speak to black media, stopping to speak to her Jamaican supporters and stuff. She could be a little bit up herself, but she's not. Like I said, I've interacted with numerous footballers, especially the ones in the Premier League, and some of them typically they just leave a distasteful taste in your mouth, especially when you're working for black media. They act like they're the nicest things since sliced bread, but Bunny isn't like that. So again, it just goes back to what I was saying with regards to the paying of the luggages there, because I do remember on, can't remember which live stream I said it on one of the live streams that I wouldn't be surprised if Bunny Shaw actually put her hand in her pocket and paid for the luggages. And what do we know, guys? My source sent me some transparent information, reliable information, right? And this is what my source said. You're coming into the live stream, the headline reads for itself, doesn't it? It says JFF exploited Bunny Shaw before Colorado camp. This is what my source said. Just to give you guys transparency and clarity. Bunny used her credit card to pay for all bags when they were leaving Jamaica to Colorado. Let me read that again for you guys. This is our captain. This is not the head of delegation. This is not someone who is being tasked or is getting paid to deal with the logistical side of the business. This is a player. That's all it is. A player who happens to be our captain, also happens to be someone who's clearly kind-hearted, unfortunately for her. Let's read it again. Bunny used her credit card to pay for all bags when they were leaving Jamaica to Colorado. Hear the rest of this, guys. She had to wait a while to get her reimbursement. Reimbursement meaning the repayment of how much it costs to pay for all those bags, and that's a lot of money. Paying for one bag from here, an extra bag from Jamaica, from London to Jamaica, that's like £75 at the airport. And by the way this is sounding, she had to pay for this at the airport, so she would have paid double the amount, right? Not her problem, not her responsibility, but because she's kind-hearted, people are taking advantage of her giving nature. This is why she's in camp, guys. Remember, when you're in camp, your full focus should only be about football. She had to send emails to chase the repayment. Let's read that from the top so that you guys are all in the loop. Bunny used her credit card to pay for all bags when they were leaving Jamaica to Colorado. She had to wait a while to get back her reimbursement. She then had to send emails to chase the repayments, right? I don't know what you guys make of that, but it just goes further shows that it's embarrassing all around. And this is what happens when you're too good of a person, when you're too, and she's not going to change. It's unfortunate she's not going to change. She's got a given soul. Like I said to you, I've already given you guys a little bit of a background into Bunny and what I've picked up on when it comes to the player and interacting with the player as someone from the media and also someone from the 12th man. So that's why I've gone for the headline there, because here we have someone who is of a given nature. It wasn't rocket science. I did say on the last live stream that I think that Bunny would have been the one who put her hands in her pocket and made the payments. Here we have a player, a prolific player, a superstar. Let's remind ourselves here, guys, that women football players are underpaid, largely underpaid. We're not dealing with a Leon Bailey here, and it's not right if it's Leon Bailey either way. No player should be covering the cost of their teammates or themselves when it comes to international duties. Tickets and all those logistical stuff should be covered by the federation. Make no two mistake about that, right? Going back to women footballers are poorly paid. And here we have a situation where our captain is being treated unfairly in order to benefit from her capabilities. Now, her capabilities is obviously her finances, right? Using Bunny in a way that helps them. And by them, I know you know who I am referring to. And again, it just makes for alarming information. Like when does the buck stop? At what point do we say that, enough is enough? This can't go on no more. If that was me, I wouldn't be paying a penny. I wouldn't be paying a penny because, like I said, women footballers are largely underpaid. It's not Bunny Shaw's responsibility to fork out the cash to make sure that luggage is moved from point A to point B. Bunny is a player that she's probably, like I said, underpaid. women football is underpaid. Forget whatever she's on. It doesn't really matter what she's on because her sole responsibility, let's remind ourselves that this is a player that's come from humble beginnings, just like many of you in the comment section. That's probably why a lot of people warm to her because you can probably see yourself in Bunny Shaw. She's come from a humble beginning. She's now put herself in a position, a privileged position, but she's had to work her ass off to get inside privileged position. She now has to manage or take care of multiple people. When I say multiple people, I'm obviously referring to Bunny herself. Sure, she wants to have nice things. She deserves to have a bit of luxury in her life, and she also have to take care of her loved ones. It's by default, and then you know that she is a philanthropist. I don't need to tell you guys this. Bunny is a philanthropist. For those of you who don't know, she's the type of player that when she goes back to Jamaica, she does um charitable work within her community and so on. So not only does she have to take care of herself, her family, her loved ones, friends, you name it, but she's also going a extra mile by being a philanthropist going out of her way, and she doesn't have to do it. Nobody's telling her to do it. She's doing it again because she has a giving nature and she wants to give back to her community. And on top of that, she has to deal with this nonsense where she's being exploited by people who should know better, exploited by people who can afford to not exploit her, but they're doing it because she's a gentle giant. Literally, that's all it is. You're just saying, okay, yes, man, Bunny, I go do it, and Bunny Naga send out, no Bunny Naga talk. Bunny is never going to utter a word to the media. We already know that. But thankfully, we have people behind the scenes who aren't afraid to let us know with all great respect exactly what's going on. Because like I said to you guys, I did find it a little bit uncommon that here we have someone who is extremely quiet and all of a sudden she's speaking out publicly. That didn't even make sense to me at the time. But of course, now it does make perfect sense because like I said, everyone has a breaking point. There comes a point where everyone has to say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to have to speak, because if you don't speak, people are just going to treat you like a walking doormat and they're never ever going to stop. Sometimes you just have to stand up to the bully in the room, whether it's the school bully or the playground bully or your work bully. Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet, take the hit. There might be a consequence, although I think when you're Bunny Shaw, her profile, they probably can't afford to place any repercussions in her direction, because if Bunny don't get a call up for the next camp, Jamaica itself will be on fire, literally, because nobody's going to stand for that. So Bunny's probably one of the only players that can send out a Instagram message like she did and probably don't have to fret over repercussions. I'm not encouraging her to do more of that, because that in itself is draining, and she's a player. She's there to focus on her football. She's not there to address internal nonsense, incompetence, the whole lot. So I would never encourage her to do more of that. I would encourage her to focus on her football unless it is absolutely necessary for her to speak out. Let me see what you guys are saying there in the comment section quickly. Owen, good night. How are you, Owen? Them very selfish. I don't know why them stay like that. Them coming like some always supporter. My all is a fear big enough to hit the like button. Let's see if we can bring this one to 100 likes, people. 94 of you watching, and I'm only asking you to just make the likes be accurate or reflective of those of you who are watching. It's not costing you a penny, you know, guys. Not a penny. What time is it? It's just one past 12 a.m. here, just a little past 12 a.m. No, we have the big showdown when it comes to traffic track and field some hours from now, maybe 3.5 hours from now, which would be like sorry guys, 3 a.m. my time. Still got a couple more stuff to talk about, but that's more of a heart to heart with you guys there in the comment section. So I've already given you some information. Tuffy said Fabian, how are you? Good day. How you doing? I don't know why they're leaving me so weak and feeble. Like they want to defeat me. They can't be the real followers. I know that they're not. No way in hell they're doing me like this. Like I said, guys, the Haitians give me a lot of love and support. So I would love for my own people to do the same. Like, come on, guys. Don't let the Haitians give me more. Pick up the Haitians, them, by the way. Don't let the Haitians, them, outdo you. You guys like to win at everything. Try and win at this as well. Good day, how are you? Good to see that you're here. I like you. I definitely like you. I don't know what's wrong with them guys. Sometimes they like to misbehave, and sometimes we have to just keep on begging them. We're dealing with Jamaicans here, so shouldn't really expect nothing better. Good day, Mr. Daly. It doesn't take nothing, does it? It's just a simple little click, guys. 3 more of you. Let's take this one to 100 likes if you can. Please and thank you. Bilingual. I need to learn another language myself. Oh God. I need to cough 1 second. Sorry. Um you know what? I used to see Ryan LFC do this all the time, and I never really understood why he done it. But it makes perfect sense because the more likes that you guys put on the video, the wider this current video will spread, and you'll bring more awareness to the platform. So that's the only reason why I'm asking you. I'm not asking you because I am just obsessed with likes. I'm asking you because I want you guys to help me promote the video, literally, especially when we're having good conversations. Let other people hear about it, what was coming, and that's why they definitely did. Piece ask the Reggae Boys from the 98 World Cup about land, and then you will find an answer to your question. I think they've done it now, surely. I think, yeah, they have. Thank you very much. You won't be hearing from me again. Thank you very. I don't watch them. I don't watch them, but that's good. Congratulations to them. We already know what the of the people. I'm well. How are you? Herman Willis. How are you, Mr. Willis? Mr. Lewis. Mr. Tennessee Lewis. Clowns get paid to be clowns, Mr. Lewis. Clowns is a very serious job, and they get paid to make us laugh as well. More often than anything, they're doing a splendid job because they actually make us laugh. So maybe that's an insult to clowns. Shion Atkinson, good day to yourself. How do you know what time is the I believe it's 3:30 a.m. my time. I'm 6 hours ahead of you if you're in Jamaica. Bunny was leading like any captain should, bailing out the J Failure Federation, yet they want to treat her like this. They have to go by the hook or the crook. 100%. You can't take advantage of someone who has a giving nature. You really can't. That's just unacceptable. And it's not Bunny's job to pay for her teammates. It's not, but I would like to say I don't want her to do it. But if she doesn't do it, then does that mean that we're looking at potentially forfeiting tournaments because we can't arrive at tournaments on time, or does that mean that we're arriving at tournaments on the day of of a game and so on? It's just a nightmare when you think of it, really and truly. It's an absolute nightmare, and she's not the richest person in the room. Let's make that crystal clear. She's not she can just about keep her head above water because, like I said, she has to take care of her bills, her personal life. She wants a bit of luxury as well. If she's worked so hard throughout her career to the present, she deserves some luxury in her life. She won't be able to treat herself and her family if she has to spend money elsewhere. I'm pretty sure she seems like a smart woman. She probably has a monthly budget. How are you supposed to keep your head above water if every single month that God sends you're having to go over your budget? It's unfair. I don't. You're not going to hear about these things because, like I said, Bunny is never going to speak publicly. So thankfully, I have my sources, trusted, reliable sources who can give me the necessary information, transparent information to give back to you guys. So these players, like I said, and this is why it angers me when people from the federation are trying to make us believe, and they're only fooling themselves and potentially people who are new to women's football when they say that the Reggae Girls are unprofessional. It really irritates me when they say stuff like that because it couldn't be far from the truth. Why don't the JFF just I don't understand. Well, I do understand. I think you understand as well when you really sit down and think about it, don't you? could insert many more, but ladies are here and I have many manners. Thank you, Mr. Man United. Thank you. How am I always? How hello I oh thank you. That's good. This is the first time I've seen your name on here, so that's good. I like when I've got new people watching the channel. Makes me feel good. So thank you. Good to have you. Where is my manners? I should have if I have not said it already, guys, many thank you to you guys there in the comments section for tuning into the live stream. Thank you for I don't know how you guys do it. You guys really are the ultimate 12 man. You guys are here, rain, sunshine, snow. You guys are just always there. So thank you for giving me support. Thank you for standing by my side. I've got the phone lines open. I've got some more minutes on my hand. I also said I want to have a little heart to heart with you guys to see where we go next. As it relates to supporting the Reggae Girls and so on. And that's from the youth team through to the senior team. Cast your eyes at the end of the screen and you will see the WhatsApp number. All you have to do is just get dialing as it is on the screen. So make sure you enter the +44 followed by the remaining digits. Call me via WhatsApp. Don't straight call me. If you're outside of the UK, I won't pick up because it will charge you. So if you're going to call me, make sure you do it via WhatsApp so you don't get no extra charges. But we're just selfish. You have a point, Mr. Dunk. You have a point. But you see what it is? You see what it is? It's about, and I've said this on my last live stream, it's about we're too accepting of nonsense. And I think it's changing now. I think particularly with my generation, we're not willing to accept complacency. Not everyone, but there's a change on its way where my generation, we're not wanting to just carry this third world mentality. And I think it's something that's been embedded in the Jamaican culture for decades on decades on decades, where it's just because it's labeled as a third world country, people just think like a third world country and they just accept nonsense. That's what they just know better. And this is why we're going to be, like I said, brace yourself for many more outspoken moments from the girls and people who were close to the girls, because the majority of these girls, with the exception of depending on if we utilize the girls from the lower age group, majority of these girls are playing abroad. So they know better, they've experienced better. When you know better and you experience better, you're always going to want to play with that level of standard. You're not going to go beneath it because you know better, you've experienced, you've so like I said, experienced better. So you have a high level, a high standard. You're not going to go beneath the belt. The moment things go beneath the belt, it's a red flag for you. And it's also a distraction. I don't think any player, especially our captain, should be in camp sending out emails asking when is she going to be reimbursed. What type of nonsense is that? And like I said, don't expect the captain to say anything because she don't speak to the media, so don't hold your breath on that one. Thank you, Owen and the guys there, Fabian, Fall, and the guys in the comments section. Good day, Mr. Ryan LFC. How are you? How's the family? How are you holding up? Oh, we've got another woman in the comment section. I've only just noticed that. That's good. How many do I have in the comment section now? The usuals. Rochelle, Keisha, Joan. I don't know. Joan's been MIA. Rochelle, Keisha, Joan, Denise, and now Tia. Hold on, let's count that. Rochelle, Keisha, Joan, Denise, and now that's 5. That's only 5 women. That's actually quite poor, isn't it? But yeah, welcome aboard, Tia. Hope you're enjoying the content. Good day, Mr. Lee Young. How are you? Why you don't watch them? Who is that? You've lost me. Who is that, Rochelle? The track and field? Are you talking about the track and field? Why don't you watch them? What did I say earlier on? I've said so much that I've confused myself. First time here. how can I or how can we support Reggae Girlz or the foundation? The foundation are available on Instagram and on Twitter, so you can always get in touch from there. And I'm working on some stuff my end to see how we can actually give some meaningful support to the Reggae Girls. So I'll try and keep you guys in the loop, but I am trying to see how we can give them some sincere support. But as it relates to Hot Chili Pepper, good evening, sir. How are you? As it relates to us and the 12 man, we need to just come together, guys, and try and figure out how we can respectfully utilize our voice for the greater good. We can't always be looking at players like the Bunny Shaw or your Tiffany or your Swaby sisters, be it Allison, um, Jody or whoever, Drew Spence, Rebecca Spencer. We can't look to these players to try and sort out internal doings. It's unfair, to be honest with you, because they're literally putting their necks on the line. So it's down to us to be the voice for the voiceless, because oftentimes they are voiceless, because like I said, unless you're someone like a Bunny who they can't afford to mess with, then there will be repercussions. Like, let's not kid ourselves there. We've seen it in the past. There will be repercussions. So it's down to us to just sometimes just read the room, literally read the room and analyze what's going on and put two and two together. Like I said so many times before, football is a game of opinions. Unless there is transparency, nobody can fault you for having your opinion and drawing up your assumption, especially when you're delivering it in a respectful manner. Nobody can fault you for that. And if those that we are criticizing have an issue with us sharing our assumption or our criticism or opinion, they then need to in turn give us the transparency, give us the clarity that we're so desperately seeking. So like I said, it's time. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not looking to Bunny and the rest of her teammates to be the savior here, because it's unfair. Their job is to literally play football. Their job is to play. I understand if there's something going on behind the scenes of a damning nature that they need to speak about due to public interest. But when it comes to talking about the fact that our captain is being exploited, she's never going to say that she's being exploited. So I'm glad that I'm in a position where my sources can say, here's a bit of clarity, and I can share the information with you guys so that we as the 12th man know what's going on, because nobody else is going to give it to us. Nobody else. We don't expect the federation to say, "Oh, hello, we're exploiting our captain, Bunny Shaw." It's never going to happen, right? And it's also time for us to put people under the microscope with all due respect. Like, wrong is wrong, right is right. If somebody needs to be placed under that microscope and we need to analyze their behavior or pattern of behavior, we have to do that. You can't expect the players to do it. It's not going to happen, and it's unfair because they have so much to lose. They have so much. It's not just a case of them not getting a call up and not done in their country's colors. It's also about how they're perceived, because football, it's a global game, but it's also quite a tight knit group as well. All it takes is for one person to blacklist your name and you're pissed, basically. All of a sudden, clubs don't want to sign you. All of a sudden, this coach that is no longer there, the next coach isn't calling you up because they've labeled you as a troublemaker. There's a knock on effect. So we should never ever expect the players to be the ones who utilize their voice. Instead, it has to be us. It has to be us, the 12th man, who um speak up on behalf of the girls with all due respect. Because that's a good question. I like this question. Because they don't represent me, Rochelle. When I look at that team, I just look and say who actually looks or sound like us. With all due respect, nothing wrong with the team. It's the players don't call it themselves, but look at how diversified their male team is. And let's not kid ourselves. Their male team only became heavily diversified in at the 2018 Men's World Cup, right? Before that, it was just like, where is the connection here? And I would like to see that for their women's team. It's completely white, like all white. Nothing against them for that, because the players don't call up themselves. But England is a diversified country. London is heavily diversified. Manchester, you name it, all these places are heavily diversified. Their team need to be reflected of that. That's one thing that I love about Jamaica. As small as we are, our team is diversified. We have one of the most diversified football teams on the planet. Think about it. Dark skinned women, fair complexion women, white women, mixed race women, women with dreadlocks, women with curly hair, women with straight hair. We have it all in our locker. So, when players come into the locker room or when players come into the changing room, it's easy for them to integrate because you're looking at someone that looks like you. And if you're not looking at someone that looks like you, you're looking at someone that sounds like you. So there's the common interest is there from the jump. Imagine taking a Paige Bailey girl and slotting her in that England team. What a nightmare. I'm so glad that she has common sense and she's decided to play for Jamaica because that would not last long. Drew Spence, they don't belong in an England team. They belong right where they are with Jamaica. Right? Same goes for Vian Sampson. See, two dark-skinned girls play with dreadlocks playing for England. Can you actually picture that? I can't picture that. I can't picture that. So yeah, that's why I don't watch them because they don't represent me. They don't represent me. Jamaica represent me, country of birth, and yeah, they wave our flag high. You're welcome. And we're not bother with you tonight. Yes, you make a good point, but the captain of the team, I like, yeah, man, it's not fair, and they're lucky that they're dealing with a Bunny Shaw. It's so unfortunate that they are actually dealing with a Bunny Shaw, somebody who would taking bullets for your team. Imagine that, taking bullets for your team, putting your hands in your pocket just because you have a giving nature. I don't ever want to be be a person who have too given of a nature, and clearly she does. I don't know. Somebody probably needs to talk to her and say that stop it, don't do that again. Good day, Mr. I Am Sure Sports. How are you? The pasta is here, guys. Watch your language. The pasta has arrived. How are you, Mr. Gunner? How's things looking? How's your team in preseason? Yeah, Rochelle, that's why I don't mess with them. Again, it's not the players' fault, but when you look at Jamaica, look how tiny Jamaica is on the map, and we get it right. We get it right because it is literally if you're good enough to play, you're gonna play. Although there's a little bit of politics here and there, but I'm talking about the different shades of women that represent our team. Again, the women with dread. I don't think you understand how soothing it is, people. Imagine these little Rasta kids across the world, and they look and they see a Paige Bailey girl or a Vian Samson, girls with their little curly hair. Girls, I said it the other night on the live stream. I'm seeing Bunny or a Captain who rocking her natural hair. And I'm like, how amazing is that? You see Denden as well. And this is something that they do ever so often. Same goes for Jody as well. All of these things are so they're heavily representative, heavily represent. Every single girl in Jamaica has at least one reggae girl that they can look at and say, you look like me. Not a lot of countries can say that, but the reggae girls can do. Little baby reggae girls all over the island, all over the diaspora can look and say, this reggae girl looks like me. This reggae girl's built like me. So many different shapes, so many different faces, so many different sizes. It's so soothing. Do most English Jamaicans feel like that in picking Jamaica? How did they exploit? I missed it. You mean the representation factor? I can't speak for Drew. I can't speak for Vian. I can't speak for Jade. I can't speak for Paige Bailey Girl. But I can say, and I'll can say it to their faces as well, Paige Bailey Girl and a Vian Sampson, you would not fit into an England national team. You fit into Jamaica like a missing puzzle because of how you look and how you carry yourself. I don't know if we're going to be alive to see two women, dark skinned women with dreadlocks playing for England. When them don't burn up that stadium, them will feel sorry for them. I can't see that happening. And it won't be the Rastas in the stadium with the fire neither. It will be someone else a bit more malicious. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak for them. I'm just giving you my opinion. I can't speak for the girls. Be happy to ask them that. Probably can't ask them because the clubs in England are so petty that if they give an honest opinion, they probably be repercussions. So I probably can't realistically ask them a question like that, right? BBC was making that same observation. Yeah, it's just so obvious, and it's not even like it's just odd. Again, not the girls them. It's not the girls them in the team. It's not their fault. Who is that? You got to name names so I know so I can block them. Who is that? England had 3 mixed race players in the squad, but Yeah, I'm talking about dark skinned players. Yeah, I know they got Nikita Paris of Arsenal. Is Demi Hunt there as well? I don't know if Demi Hunt is there, but I'm referring to those dark skinned players. I'm looking forward to um the dark skinned players that represent um Jamaica. That's who I'm referring to. And yeah, and players with dreadlocks. I don't think you're going to be seeing any dark skinned women with dreadlocks playing for England anytime soon. Maybe, maybe you will, but I don't think you will. But I could be wrong. They probably do it just to tick boxes, because that's what a lot of these um associations do when they try to make themselves look like something that they're not. I can't quite possibly be. Look, we got dark skinned players with dreadlocks. We're the good guys. Good day. How are you? First time on your. Oh wow, we got a few first timers. That's good. Okay, I think I answered your question, Kyle. I'm gonna answer your second part of your question. What do you actually know, Kyle? What part of the story do you know? Do you need me to start from the beginning? Um, so do you know about the luggages, the luggages there that the girls had to pay for? From when the girls were stuck in Houston, Texas. Do you know about that part? Let me know. I'll probably start from there for you, just so you're on the same page like everybody else. JFF heads and all their local coaches need to be wiped with some of the stuff that you guys come up with. I am well. How are you? What have they done this time? What haven't they done? That's probably make for a shorter stream. I'm going to give you a little bit of an update before I close off, just so that we're all in the on the same page. How about the Jamaican population? Do they feel like that? I think that once you come from a certain demographic, so that black demographic, be it black Caribbean, black African, there's only one way of looking at things. Yeah, you'll probably get you still get black faces in the stands, but they're still looking and thinking, where are all the black players? It's gonna be on your mind. You're going to be saying that to yourself. Yeah, the baby reggae girls, the ones for the future. Yeah, they'll be looking at Khadija Bunisher and then with their natural buns and saying they want to be like them, or the little Rasta baby girls in those communities up and down Jamaica, looking at a Paige Bailey girl and saying they want to be like Paige. It's inspirational. That's what it is. I forget her name. Sorry. There should be dark skin players. This is what I'm saying, Gavin. There should be dark skin players. What about the girl who plays for Manchester City? Manchester City have like a mixed race girl who plays for them. And she must be what's her name again? What's her name? Could I swear Demi? Yeah, Demi Strokes. No, it is Demi. But she plays for City. Yes, Demi Strokes. Yes, I get you. Yes. Paula Demi Hunt. Sorry, Demi. My apologies. And the Chelsea player, but there should be the. We all know what happened the last time England had a dark skinned player, don't we? Which is why they don't get my support. We all know what happened the last time round they had a dark skinned player. Absolutely. 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 We all need to be okay. You heard about the luggage gate. I love that. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. So like I said, probably confused by my headline. The headline reads for itself with this one: JFF exploited Bunny Shaw before Colorado camp. Now you're probably wondering, what is that all about? So let me read you some quotes here that came through to me earlier on, and it was in regards to this headline here. This is how I managed to come up with the headline. And to provide you guys a bit of transparency and clarity, I was informed by my sources, and this is what my source said. Bunny used her credit card to pay for all bags when they were leaving Jamaica to Colorado. She had to wait a while to get back her reimbursement. She had to then send emails to chase the repayments. Right? I hope you actually caught wind of that. Let me reread that for you guys once more. Bunny, or a skipper, or a captain, or a silent captain who doesn't utter a word, probably wouldn't hurt a fly. Bunny used her credit card to pay for all bags when they were leaving Jamaica to Colorado. She had to wait a while to get back her reimbursement. She had to then send emails to chase the repayments. So I hope that brings you guys up to speed. Those of you who are just tuning in and probably wondering what's going on, what did they do, what did they not do. So that's how our skipper is being treated. Good day, Mr. Dre. Anyway, with sports, how are you? How are you? I find it hard supporting the United women's team for the same reason. They don't relate. Thank you, Jesus. They it's the same way I feel about Arsenal. Sometimes I look at Arsenal and I just say, as much as I love my club, come on, what the hell is going on here? And again, no problems with the players. It's not the players' fault, but we all know Arsenal's one supposed to be, well, traditionally, one of the most diversified football team there is, even from way back in the day when they had Alex Scott and Rachel Yankee. Diversified. Now you're looking and you're scratching your head. Thank God say Nikita Paris walked through the door, but that was only just the other day. So the clubs need to get their act together. It's ridiculous. They all need to get their act together. It's so shameless. Melis Reed, good day to yourself. It is time for JFF to get out now. 100%. Yeah, they should. I don't know why I have to keep on reminding people. Like, please do go ahead and to be honest with you, you guys yeah. You guys are behaving more like the home supporters now. 131 of you have hit the like button. You're behaving like home supporters now. I like it. They don't get support. City have a black goalkeeper. Yes, I do know who you're talking about. Um England called her up, didn't they? Not sure about the twice, but I can definitely you're probably confusing this because I said I am assuming on my last live stream when I broke the news for you guys. I said I'm assuming that if anyone paid for the luggage, and as it regards to the luggage there in Houston, Texas, that it would have been Bunny. I don't have no confirmation on that, but I do have confirmation on Jamaica. The baggage is there from Jamaica to Colorado. That one was paid for by Bunny, and she had to chase reimbursement from the Jamaica Football Federation. Mr. Webster, good day. It's crazy. It's mind blowing. It's actually mind blowing. Each time I find out further information, I'm just left feeling like this is a joke. Like this sounds like a movie, but a movie that's labeled as comedy, but it's not funny in the slightest. And you're wondering like at what point am I going to laugh? It's crazy, right? So Bunny is 100% being used. 100% being used. Only because she's a nice person and nice people get people take advantage of nice people all the time. Any Aluko played for England and yeah, and we all know how this one ended, don't we? I used to support them when Annie was playing simply because she's dark skinned. Used to watch just for her, even when she was playing for Chelsea, would watch their games just for her. And I don't support Chelsea, but because anytime I'm watching and she comes on the TV screen, whether she's in their colors or her then club colors, I would want her to do something, score goals, win matches. Yeah, nice little sweep. We're like a tidy house. I'm going for a clean sweep. We all know how that one is. We all know how that one ended with any Aluko. Like I said, that one there where Mr. Ricketts stood up and spoke, it was the wrong place, wrong time. His timing could not have been more off. And I think in hindsight he would admit that to himself that he got that horribly wrong. horribly, horribly wrong. It's just horrible. It was a wrong timing. I just wonder, do you not have someone in the room that's giving you a signal like, no, don't say it? Do you not, does he not like rehearse his statements before he makes it public? He should do that. If just because he's our president doesn't mean that he shouldn't rehearse his speeches. He should rehearse his speech. This is what I'm saying. He needs to bring competent women to the table, because a woman's going to be listening. I'm not just bigging up my gender, but I think I have all right to big up my gender, because let me remind you guys, when you look at track and field, who's waving the flag the highest? The women. When you look at football, who's waving the flag the highest? The women. So I think I can sit here and I can comfortably say that we need to bring more competent women to the table. If he's got a competent woman to the left of him or to the right of him, they're looking at him and they're saying, no, Mr. Ricketts, leave that alone. Say that another time. Speak about that internally, in-house, with us only. Don't say that in front of the girls, because they're probably not best pleased with you at the moment. And the reaction from the girls spoke volumes. You guys want to go ahead and watch that one with me? Can I find it to watch it with you guys? Let's see if I can find that video. Some of you are probably wondering what video are we talking about? Yes, I do have it. Where is it? Is it on my desktop? What did I call it? Yeah, let's see if we can give that video a little watch and look at their reaction. It was their reaction. I watched this one when it came through to me, and I was like, more negativity, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to release it to you guys. And then I watched it 5 more times, and I was like, the more I watch this, the more ridiculous it is. And I was like, okay, yeah, that one has to be released. So let's see if I can find it on my desktop and give it a little play for those of you who would have missed the video. In case you guys are wondering, why are some people in the comment section upset with Mr. Ricketts, it's because he made a quite a powerful speech some days ago at a dinner that was organized by the Reggae Girlz fairy godmother, Miss Della Marley. So here's how the speech went from our leader, Mr. Michael Ricketts.
I'm Hansi Parchment. You're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.
The Jamaica Football Federation have had a kind of relationship now that they've never had before. And I tell you.
And whilst the president is speaking there, guys, I might have to remove the comments for a quick second so you guys can get a look at the team. Whilst the president is speaking there, guys, what's telling about this? If you listen carefully to what the president is saying and also look at the players' reaction, I think the players' reaction speaks volumes, and that's what angered everyone. Nothing else angered anyone more than the players' reaction. So let me go ahead and press play again.
These 3 entities have knocked heads together. And what is the end result? We have created history. And a number of times people would say things, probably not derogatory, but say things about each of these entities that are not deserving. JFF don't do nothing. Marlies get more credit than they're due. The Reggae Girlz don't do anything. Not true. Not true, and I'm saying this publicly and I hope I'm being taken.
Wait for the reaction, guys. The reaction is coming up sharply. The reaction is coming up in the next couple of seconds. So look at their reaction. I'm not going to point out anyone to you because all their reaction is just quite telling, quite potent. So look at their reactions. And by they, I mean the girls.
That each of these entities would have given as much support that would have needed us to qualify for this tournament. And I personally would have made some decisions that were extremely unpopular, very unpopular. But those decisions have been vindicated right now because again I say we have created history. When I look at my coaching staff, their achievement, and we seem to take it lightly. And we sometimes seem to think that maybe it's just another achievement, but it is not. And people from all over the globe are appreciating what we have done, and probably we are not even showing the level of appreciation. Where's Satara Murray? Where's she? Okay. No, got a call for the last maybe.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching.
um Maybe we should play a game and guess what the players were thinking there, because some of their reaction was just quite interesting, to say the least. So let's see what you guys are saying. You lovely people in there in the comment section. Let me see what you guys are saying. She's an amazing captain for what she did, but JFF should be ashamed. She is truly amazing. She's got a giving nature, but that doesn't mean she should be exploited. And I won't even encourage such behavior for her to repeat what she did. Like, she shouldn't do it again. She shouldn't do it again. If she's ever in that position, don't do it again, because that's a headline waiting to happen. That is a headline waiting to happen, and that's something that's going to be spun all across the globe. All across, imagine that Manchester City superstar Bunny Shaw and her teammates unable to, I don't know, play World Cup friendlies, or unable to play first game at the World Cup because their federation didn't pay for their tickets, or their federation didn't pay for their luggage, and so because of that there's a hold up. Imagine that type of toxic headlines. So if I'm Bunny, I wouldn't pay for it again. Sorry. What do you think about France team? They do have a lot of black players. Societal issues are probably the same. They're probably aligned all across Europe as it relates to our demographics. Because people all over the world seems to hate us. And I'm talking about black people. Everybody seems to hate us and treat us like we're scum, treat us like we're something on the back of their shoe. But with a country like that, they're saying the best player gets called up. The best player gets called up. That doesn't mean that they're good guys, though. Definitely doesn't mean that they are good guys. God will bless, but yeah, it will return in some great favor for her. I'm sure she'll be blessed for it, but I don't really want to encourage that type of handling of things. Like, I wouldn't want her to do it again, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I don't want it to break into a habit. That's nonsense. And while she's in Colorado, while she's supposed to be reconditioning her mind, she's distracted. She's distracted because she's having to go and send emails and ask, can I please get, and that money is probably for family reasons, because like I said, she has her family that she has to take care of. That's probably going towards one of her family's bills, or food shopping. We already know food shopping in Jamaica is scarcely expensive. It's shockingly expensive. Yeah, so then you're eating out of her family's pocket. You're taking dinner, or you're taking dinner off their plate. You're taking dinner off their table, and you have no shame about it, because people just assume that because she's a superstar and she played for Manchester City that she must be filthy rich. She's not filthy rich. There's people that's watching this video right now. Some of you have more money in your bank account than the girls, the senior girls who represent our national team, and that's simply because women footballers aren't well paid. They're not filthy rich, nowhere near it. Even if they were filthy rich, they shouldn't pay for it. Just when you enjoy the great historic win, our organization seem to find a way to muck it up. Our president is out of touch with both the men and the women's program. Help is needed. Help is needed, isn't it? The only bright side to not having ladies of color is that they won't be subject to, yeah, true, true. But even if you have 1% of blackness in you, that sticks out like a sore thumb, and they just can't wait for you to miss a penalty to tell you exactly what they think about you. He doesn't rehearse, but he remembers his. Yeah, he should rehearse. He should rehearse. Before I come on here, I make sure I do my homework for you guys. Make sure I go through my notes. Make sure I look at my talking points. I can't just come in and just speak at you guys, because I'll end up confusing myself. So I have to make sure that I go through my talking points. I think I completed my talking points. Let's just double check that. Yeah, I've completed my talking points. Mr. Dance 90s dancehall, good day to yourself. How are you? I know for a fact the girls paid for the luggage from Miami, so it is looking like twice. It's crazy, that isn't it? It is. That's why I didn't want to post it, because I was just like, this is so negative. But I was like, the more you watch it, you're just like, it is quite telling. Every reaction from the girls, it was just like, oh my god, it's more uncomfortable, and yeah, it's an uncomfortable video to watch. Definitely an uncomfortable video to watch. Mr. Fabian, Mr. Fabian Full, Mr. Fabian Full, sir. I did say that the video is negative, Mr. Fabian Full. Did he apologize there and then for what happened? Couldn't really tell, really and truly. But there is people from his federation that should apologize for trying to tarnish the women's character and their image by speaking out against them and saying that they are unprofessional. Like I said, football is a global game, but it's quite a tight-knit group. If people are labeling you as unprofessional, the rest of the world might just believe it, if you don't have common sense, that is. She was one of my favorite reaction. Her reaction had me in bits. Her reaction, every time I watch it, I look out for her reaction. Her reaction was shall we go ahead and give that a watch again? Let's give that a watch again.
TV with
Let's
Crystal
take
Davis.
You're watching Talawa TV.
Let's see.
About each of these entities that are not deserving. JFF don't, Marley's get more credit than they're due. The Reggae Girlz don't do anything. Not true. Not true. And I'm saying this publicly, and I hope I'm being taped, that each of these entities would have given as much support that would have needed us to qualify for this tournament. And
She had the best reaction. She had the best. Yasmin had a good reaction as well. The Swaby sisters had a classy reaction as well. All their reaction is hilarious. Ricketts says, I am running for president again. Possibly Mr. Wallace. Sometimes you just have to take no note of some certain people there, Mr. Wallace. You just have to just ignore certain things. He need to resign now. I would want to say what I think the girls are thinking, but I want to know if the pastor is still here. Oh God, the pastor is probably thinking what we're all thinking, but he has respect, so he won't say it. I love Rebecca's reaction the best. She seemed to say, do I believe do I have to sit down and listen? Yes, yes. Oh my God, Tia, I don't even know. I'm not even going there with certain people tonight, Tia. I can tell you that I'm not going there with certain people tonight. That's for sure. Is that what you guys want me to do? Is that what you guys want me to do? Let's see what Fabian Full is saying. Fabian Full says, please block, because he said that you Hansa Parchment, and because of this injury, and Coach Menzies had to check him and tell him to not say that. Oh, thank you, Coach. Thank you. TikTok. Anybody remember that song? TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. You guys remember that? We're dealing with a real life dancehall queen in the comment section here, guys. I said I don't know what man will actually call themselves TikTok. Very odd. But yeah, we're dealing with a dancehall queen. We're dealing with a diva, so we got to give the diva attention now and again. But thank you, Coach's Desk, for that bit of support. He's upset because I haven't been giving him attention lately, guys. I just ignore him because he's a non-factor. Clearly he loves attention, so that's I'm telling you guys to just ignore him. What did you guys say? That block him? Fabian Full said please block him. I don't even know, how do I even block him? Let's see. Okay, done. Think I've managed to block him for you guys. You guys think that that's what it's about? Probably. That's what I'm saying. Tick tock, tick tock. A dancehall queen. You guys don't remember that song? Come on, guys. You must remember that song. That's a real dancehall queen song. The other day I was singing it in my head and I said, but wait, we really have a dancehall queen, a celebrity in the comment section. It's a dancehall queen that we're dealing with, guys. So diva behavior is always apparent when Miss Dancehall Queen's around. It's clear that they've got no respect for him, and that's on him. He has to know how to gain there. Yeah, he definitely has to. Good night. How are you? I'm well. I can't complain. I'm well. I listened to you guys. You guys asked me to get him out of here. You asked me to block him, so I listened to you guys. He does. Yeah, dancehall queen. Real life dance. You guys must remember that song. Tick tock, tick tock. You must remember it, guys. Oh God. I'm not gonna go any further with the lyrics, but it's a dancehall queen that we're dealing with. Why? Fabian, sir, you know your music, hey? You guys, you know your music. You guys know the song. You must know the song, people. Come on. Yeah, dancehall queen, real dancehall queen that we're dealing with. The other day, I really came to me and I was just like, oh my God, that's silly of me. I didn't realize it's a dancehall queen. Oh my God. It's the dancehall queen. Fabian, you reminded the people. Thank you very much. Real twerking, and it really does says a lot. So that's his name from now on, guys. When you see him on other YouTube channel, like Ryan said something when he came on my YouTube channel, not last night, the couple days before. And Ryan was right, because Ryan says whenever he comes on the YouTube channel, he changes the whole atmosphere. This gentle lady changes the whole atmosphere. And I just kind of have to call Ryan and say, Ryan, you need to ease up, because that's a dancehall queen that you're dealing with. So please treat him better. No. He was doing a good job of hiding himself, right? He was doing a good job of hiding himself. And I said, but wait. And I laughed to myself. I said, wow, we're really dealing with a dancehall queen. I said, okay, busted. But yeah, guys, so make sure you let the rest of the YouTubers know. I won't have time to get around to all of them, but let them know that we're dealing with a dancehall queen. Please and thank you. Think we've covered all grounds here, guys. The atmosphere feels more pleasing. One of you told me to block him, so I can't remember who actually told me to was it Fabian Full? I feel like it was Fabian Full that said block him. But whoever it is, I've listened to you. Oh, Mr. Conrad Smith. Mr. Conrad Smith. Should I? I could possibly get a friend to give them a call. That's probably better, right? At some point, they're going to have to get involved anyways, guys. At some point, if they're not already involved, they will be involved. World Cup is next year. If they're not already involved, they're going to be involved. One way or another, they're going to be involved, guys. So yeah, like I said, I think this is one of my I know you're not referring to the song, but this is one of my favorite songs as well. Dre would know who I'm talking about. That's one of his favorite artists. Love this question. With the way things are looking, and the fact that that is her gig, distance is her gig, could be Sharika, Shelly, Elaine. Shelly could stun us. Like, not even stun us. Shelly could just do Shelly and win it. Shelly could do the double. Elaine as well. Elaine just goes about her business in her strides. So I'm still putting Elaine up there. Obviously, we're keeping a close eye on Dina Asher Smith as well. It's gonna make for a good race, guys. That one is, I think that one is taking place 3:30 a.m. my time. You guys keep your eyes on coach's desk channel. I can't give you guys no athletics this time round, guys, because I'm tired and I need to get myself to bed and make sure I'm up to do my 9 to 5. But I promise you this, Commonwealth, I've got you covered for the Commonwealth. Sharika, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. Sharika, yes, exactly. Although I want a clean sweep, because you know we like to keep our house tidy. So I would love a clean sweep. Sharika, Shelly, and Elaine. Race is gonna be mad. Don't do that. And Marcy is such a pretty lady. Don't think he's got the moves like Marcy, Anita. No, that's my honest opinion. That is honestly my honest opinion. I can't really put it no other way, can I? Because I'm giving you all possibilities, really and truly. Sharika, she was flying there in her heats. Shelly's probably not probably. Shelly would want to do the double. Elaine's got it in her locker. Let's not disrespect Elaine. She's a reigning Olympic champion. She could do what she needs to be done. What needs to be done. But like I said, I think that Sharika, she has it in her locker to win this one because she's naturally a distance runner, long distance runner. So yeah, I think it would be Sharika, Shelly. Even with saying Shelly, if Shelly flies out of that box, it's gonna be an interesting one. I'm telling you, she flies out that box, that's gonna be an interesting one. I have given you the winner. Irie vibes. I've told you, I'm Sharika. I've already said that's what I think, but I've given you the possibilities of what could also happen realistically here. Um, so yeah, I've given you the what can JFF do to put in a what can JFF do if the girls put nothing? What can they do? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, we could be going for what do you call something that's better than a clean sweep, guys? Hey, coach. Thank you for the other night, by the way. Someone told me that the dancehall queen was on your was in your comment section on one of your live streams and made a comment about Hansel Parchment, and thank you for that. I wasn't around to see it. I don't even know when I fell asleep last night, and I was watching your live stream, so it probably happened when I fell asleep. Thankfully, because I wouldn't even want to respond to him anyways. Jamaica's dancehall queen. I think it's safe to say that if no one gets injured, Sharika is the favorite at the moment. Yeah, definite favorite at the moment. I'm just wondering how fast the race will be. I would love a world record. I would love a world record. It's gonna be an exciting race to say the least. That's the type of stuff that is worth staying up for. So as I said before, this time round I don't have you covered for the athletics, but this guy right here has got you covered, so you can keep your eyes on coach's desk. Him and his team's got you guys covered for athletics, for the Diamond League, for the World Championship. Fabian Ford, thank you for telling me for blocking him because I feel so much better looking in my comment section now. Don't have to like just avoid his comment. She's doing the best of the curve because she gets out the blocks quicker than anyone. JFF's favorite word is credit the dog. JFF is something else, a clean vacuum. Girls them need to write a letter to FIFA to get JFF. Interesting. Interesting one. Yeah, they can always complain. There's no laws there that say they can't complain. No, I was tired. What time did I message coach? Last time coach sent me a message last night was 2 a.m. And shortly after that, I was tired. It wasn't to do with his live stream. I was just, honestly, I was tired. I was trying to help him with something, and I was just tired, to be honest, so I couldn't hold it no more. I just fell asleep. World record would be amazing. So yeah, coach got you guys covered for that. No idea if I'm gonna be back with you guys tomorrow. I did say, you know, I'll give you guys the news if and when something falls into my lap, if and when I have something relevant to share with you guys, I will. But like I said, the weekend's gonna be a heavy one for me. It's going to be busy. I'm going to be snowed under with work, but I'm going to try and see if I can give you guys something. Like where you're going with this. Solid points. Solid points. How do you discipline someone when you're doing similar acts or behaving probably, or arguably worse? It's an interesting way of looking at things. So guys, I got a couple more minutes of you, maybe 5 more minutes of you, and then I'm going to close off. And you guys could let's see if anyone else is live. Coach's Desk is live, Ryan's live, so you guys are spoiled for choices there. Once this one once I close off in here, you guys can make your way over to our Ryan LFC or Coach's Desk and hit the like button. Let me go and actually hit the like button on their thing. I don't know why Ryan only has 65 likes, so they're doing him some disservice. Let me go and like Coach's Desk. Where's Coach's Desk? I swear I'm just the Coach's Desk live. What's going on? I know I'm not losing it. Anyways, I've hit the like button on both of their videos. And you guys can do the same as well. So got a couple more minutes with you guys, and then I'm going to close off on tonight's live stream. Bit disappointed that you guys didn't ring the phone tonight, so I'm gonna disconnect it. Maybe you guys will ring tomorrow or whenever I'm back. Oh my, I am coming back tomorrow. I've got a little surprise for you guys. I've got a little surprise for you guys. I'm coming back tomorrow, guys. I am coming back on here tomorrow night for a look. I am so excited for this. If all goes according to plan, guys. Got a nice little surprise for you all. So yeah, hopefully everything goes according to plan. And I'll be back tomorrow. Just a little quick thing, nothing long. I just want to show you guys something really. Oh yeah, guys, I'm working on something and it's almost completed. It should be completed tomorrow. Oh my god, it should be completed tomorrow. Yeah, I want to show you guys a little something. Nice little surprise. And it's all to go with the Commonwealth that I'm working on. I think you guys will like it as well. So yeah, yeah, I can't wait to show you guys this. Don't want to jinx it. I just want to make sure that everything is done and dusted. I don't want to jinx it. And then I could show you guys. I'm looking at what it should looks like. I can tell you guys that. That's why I'm smiling at my phone. I'm looking at what it should looks like. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow I can come back and show you guys a little something. Just reminded me that I need to send an email. So yes, next week is when we all get into the Commonwealth. I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to that, definitely. Yeah, it's to go with my Commonwealth prep. It's to go with my Commonwealth prep, I can tell you that. You're almost on the right lines. These 2 comments here, they're almost on the right lines. But it's to do with my Commonwealth prep, that's for sure. Right, guys, I got 2 more minutes of you, and then I'm going to love you and leave you and close off. So, so last couple of minutes. Let's take this one to 1 hour and 35 minutes. At the moment, it's 133. 1 hour and 33, and then I'm going to close off. Why would I bring the devil into my house, eh? Why on earth would I do that? Why would I do that, guys? I can't wait to show you guys. I'm hoping and praying that this comes out the way I want it to, and I can come back on here tomorrow and show it all to you guys. A couple more seconds until this one comes to an end. Before I forget my manners, massive thank you to you guys there in the comment section. Thank you for sitting this one through with me. So thank you for those of you guys who have hit the like button, you guys who have interacted there in the comment section. We finally got rid of that bad vibes. No, I don't have that in my locker, Mr. Man United. I don't have that in my locker. The channel is Jamaica themed. No, all I can say that it's to do with my preparation for the Commonwealth. That 100% not. Oh my God, you guys are something else. I can always tell when I've overstayed my welcome, because the lovely hot chili pepper tells me it's time to pack your bags and go. So I'm gonna do exactly that. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, I hope I will be seeing you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a lovely Friday. If I don't see you over the weekend, it would literally be because of my availability. I'm going to be exiting London very briefly, go somewhere else for a few days for work purpose, and then back to London. So once I'm there, once I arrive, God's willing, safe and sound, I'll see if I can set up a little live stream, just to have a little chat with you guys. And might do the same for Sunday, though Sunday's likely to be a late live stream because I'll be occupied on that day. So if I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a fabulous Friday. If I don't see you over the weekend, I hope that you have a great weekend when it comes. And if you are new to the channel, I do hope that you've gone ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the new followers. I promise you won't be disappointed with the comments, with the content. Go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Take care of yourself if you're making your way home from work. If you're making your way home from work, I hope that you get home safe. Thank you again for blessing me with a moment of your time. Until next time, take care.
I'm John Barnes, and you're watching Talawa TV with Crystal Davis.